Just working on blocking, getting experience and reps. Obviously, being on the outside my whole life, playing receiver, playing quarterback growing up, and then having to be in line blocking bigger dudes, especially at a smaller weight, was something that I had to learn.
How did you grow to embrace the physicality and having to crash down on defensive ends, take on linebackers?
Just doing it every day in practice, especially when Fran got there. He recruited all these guys. We had Fidel Diggs, who came from Texas A&M, and we used to go at it a lot in fall camp and spring ball. So, Isaiah Hastings, we used to go against him too. Just big guys that you got to block in practice, so it'll make it easier in the game.
You talk about embracing physicality. What type of mismatch do you like playing as a tight end because you have that experience on the outside?
Just being part of the passing game. Just too big for safeties and too fast for linebackers. Being able to use my route running ability, my catch radius and my hands, just to be able to beat anyone in any situation receiving wise.
How was that? How was it playing with college last season?
Oh, it was great. He's the best quarterback out here. The best tight end out of South Florida?
What school from South Florida produced the best talent?
American Heritage. Best school.
Did you get a chance to look at Malachi Tony?
Yeah.
What do you think about him?
He's a great player. I can't wait to see him, at Miami this year.
Oronde, have you met with the Dolphins, and if so, what would it, and if you wanted to be drafted by them, how would it be to follow it?
No, I haven't met with him. No.
You met with the Bucks?
No.
About the idea of potentially playing for your father's old team?
Huh?
About the idea of potentially playing for your dad's old team?
Oh, that would be a great experience for sure. But better for, whoever takes me, I'm always going to give them my all, no matter who I go to. I try to, go after, a type of style of player, those dudes that, always find a way to get open, even though they're not the fastest dude on the field. They're not like Xavier Worthy fast, but, they still, guys like Keenan Allen, like Devontae Adams later on in his career, Travis Kelce, Cooper Kupp, not the fastest guys, but, they always find ways to get open and create a lot of separation. Good seeing you too. Just when he comes to a team, you're gonna see the culture change. He's big on the small things, learning your playbook, all those type of things. He can make all these throws, and I think his mental is the best out of all the quarterbacks out here, and that's what separates all of them. You could just feel the whole team shift towards his leadership and what he provided to the team, especially when we stepped out for the first couple of days of practice. And, he's just doing his thing out there. Just inside and outside, I feel like my weakness would be inline blocking. Just right now, obviously something that I'm going to work on. But being hurt in 2023 took away, being out for 10 months took away a lot of reps, being able to block and everything like that. And my strength would be on the outside in the passing game, catching the ball, controlling my catch radius, running my routes. What's my why? Just wanted to, the football is always something that I played growing up, and I just love, having the experience to play it, especially, after getting hurt. It really showed me how much I love the game, and it really hurt being away from it for a while.
What would you say makes football special?
What'd you say?
What would you say makes football special in South Florida?
Just being able to play year round. I think that's just the difference. And I think we just got dogs down there. I just think everyone want to play, everyone want to be the best, and everyone's going to compete.
How has having a father who played in the league impacted you as both a person and a player?
Yeah, it has impacted me as a player, just, being able to meet different people and being able to be in different experiences. Obviously, going against people, like he asked earlier, I played at American Heritage. We go against Tyson Campbell and Pat Surtain. That was my competition in 8th and 9th grade. Those are guys I always went against. So just being able to, play against dudes like that who also have dads that played in the NFL, and then also the people that I've been able to meet and the questions I've been able to ask them throughout this process and before.
Do you think about being a full participant during on-field events tomorrow?
We'll have to see.
You and Kyle record, you guys got on the same pitch quickly.
Yeah.
What went into being able to do that, understanding the sense of urgency as you're together without a shot?
With any quarterback, receiver, tight end, running back, whatever duo you want to make, you got to put in the work, and you got to, we go in the summer and we throw a lot. We go out to LA and we threw, even when we were out there. It doesn't matter where you at, you always got to be able to connect with him. I even play golf with him. I ain't never played before he got there, so I was bad. He was whooping my ass, but you know.
How quickly did you guys get to that point where it just required a look and it was understood, okay, this is what we're going to do?
Probably after a couple weeks of throwing before we started spring practice. You know, he got there in January, so I'd say like the middle of January, so I'd say by February.
What's Ross Knuckles like as a coach?
Oh, he's a great coach. He should do great things at Oregon. He's always going to push you to be the best. I mean, he's a very smart guy and knows a ton about football, especially being with the Patriots too, under Bill Belichick and all those guys.
How did he influence you? Also, obviously important position, but how did Ross influence you guys' offense?
He pushed our receivers all year. You know, he wanted everyone to, you know, we got what we wanted out of, you know, from him. He wanted us to be the best passing offense in the country, and that's what we were. So he pushed us, and he held us to that standard each and every day. So, you know, we pushed and strived to not let him down. He's not going to let us down with his coaching. He's still going to be the same guy every day, pushing us to be the best that we can. Like I said earlier, just the love of the game. I just wanted to play football, and I love being out there so much. It's just love what I do, and hopefully I can make this a job for me for the next 10, 15 years.
Oronde, your dad was known for having great hands and getting the 50-50 balls all the time. When you see highlights of him, do you see a lot of yourself in there?
Some of it, yeah, not completely. My hands ain't quite the same size as his, not yet, but definitely when he's throwing up those 50-50 balls, I'm gonna go get it with everything I got.
Oronde, what was the hardest workout you did? Have you talked to the Broncos, and what would it be like to be?
No, I haven't talked to the Broncos. But it'd be great to get on that team, with the scheme with Sean Payton and all those guys, and get an opportunity to play with Pat again.
Oronde, what was the hardest?
Yeah, a little bit. I got it. Just do the best that I can going through it. He didn't go through this process himself, so he doesn't have so much. But like I said earlier, having the connections, I've been able to talk to other people that have, and they've given me some good things too. Yeah. No.
What was the hardest workout you've ever done in Syracuse?
Oh, shit. Brandon gave people a lot of hard workouts, but I'd say mat drills, just because the fact that it'll be 8 degrees outside, it'll be snowing all over the floor. And you still gotta, mat drills are made to do outside, so we're gonna be outside for them.
Having a representation in your father, build your own legacy.
Just getting into the league and earning the trust and respect of everybody and doing what I do best. We're not exactly the same player, so and we don't play exactly the same position, so I'm gonna make my own legacy my own way once I get in.
When a scout rolls a tape on you, is there anything that they might not see on the tape just because of the scheme you played in college that you think you can still bring to an NFL team?
Possibly. I've had 4 offensive coordinators in 4 years, so I've definitely been in a lot of different styles of play and different coaching schemes. So I think a lot of, when they cut on the tape throughout my 4 years, they could see all the different types of players that I am.
Does that make it tougher to progress as a player when you have offensive coordinator?
I guess you just got to learn that skill of learning the offense very fast and being able to catch on to things. Also having 4 position coaches too, you got to learn new coaching styles and how they like to coach and what they like to do. You got to connect with them as well. For Syracuse, hopefully I was remembered as one of the best tight ends to walk out of there. I know they had John Mackey come out there a long time ago, but I want to be remembered as one of the best to step on that campus, whether it was on or off the field, being a great person. And for the NFL, like I said before, just leaving an impact, a positive impact on everybody, and gaining everyone's trust and respect, and being a great player. Hopefully, being in the Hall of Fame one day.
Oronde, have you had any communication with the Chiefs?
No. Good. Good.
Oronde, have you had any communication with the Cowboys?
None. No. That with nobody.
Oronde, who's the top 5 tight ends in the game?
Damn. Travis Kelce, George Kittle, Brock Bowers, Sam Laporta. Who did I not mention? Hawkinson? I could put him up there for sure. Yeah. For
Offensive style, are you going for comfort?
always comfort. I always want to be comfortable. Yeah.
Initial reaction to being moved major disappointment with Drew, except at that time that was your better path to the
At the point that we were at, my second offensive coordinator, he had a pedigree of having these guys that were tweeners at the time that were getting 1,000 all-purpose yards, consistently, and dudes that were getting drafted. So I just trusted him and what he had in store for us. What'd you say? No.
OG, how is playing for Coach Fran?
Coach Fran, he's just a guy that comes out every day. He's going to push you to be the best player that you could be, at any moment. So you got to always be ready for that firing, coach, trying to get you to be the best. And Coach Nixon, he's like a wizard out there. I mean, he knows everything about football. I mean, he could teach you just about everything. He's taught me a lot of what I've known, especially with the film watching and getting to play on teams and players and how important that is, taking notes and all those type of things.
Oronde, how about the Shrine Week? It was kind of a liaison between Syracuse and here. How much did that help kind of get you ready for what you're facing now to the showcase again?
Oh, they did a great job of getting us to meet. Thankfully, I don't have to be up until 2 a.m. meeting with all these teams because of, being at the Shrine Bowl, being able to meet with all 32 teams. Some teams I met with twice. So, being able to do all those things, I could make it easier out here. And then, being able to compete against some of the guys that were at the Shrine Bowl out here today. So being around them was also a great experience and great to be competitive too.
You also got to compete alongside so many teammates in the court, obviously.
Yeah.
I feel like 4 of you guys.
Me, Kyle, Meeks, Fidel, Cinco,
How
5.
much did that kind of just make you feel at home?
I mean, you're not in Syracuse, so I guess it's not the same. But being around those guys, Kyle always being my roommate, and then being my roommate out there also helped. Just making it not as awkward being in those group situations.
How was Syracuse?
How was Syracuse? I'm from Fort Lauderdale, so before I got up to Syracuse, I had never seen snow. So I guess at first it was kind of bad, but as the years went on, it got better and better, and it was cool. I mean, you stayed in a lot, especially during the winter, huh?
It's a little slower.
Yeah, it's a little slower.
OG, man, what was the hardest environment you had to play at?
When we played in Death Valley, I don't know which Death Valley you want to call it, but at Clemson, that was a hard experience, especially when we were down towards the end of the game and we they got a sack on that first play. The stadium just started going crazy.
Speaking of games, bro, how crazy was it when y'all beat Miami with the atmosphere?
I mean, we were expecting to beat them the whole time. I mean, watching the film, watching the defense that they played offensively, how we looked at it, we thought, they weren't going to be able to stop us all game, and that's what happened. I think we might have punted once or twice that whole game, but so, they believed that at the end of the game with 3 minutes and 42 seconds left that they could stop us from getting 2 first downs. So they decided to kick that field goal at the end of the game, and obviously we knew once they kicked that field goal, the game was over. What up? So do I just go? I don't even know how this works. Huh? Grab my thing. I'm good.
Good job. Thank you.